All right, welcome back. Thursday, August 27th, 2026. Well, we're about to, I believe, put a stake in this guy. I think we can now just be finished once and for all with Mike Doggy. He's pretty much abandoned his YouTube channel. It looks like he's spiraling down. It looks physically, although I got to admit, he looks better in the last few videos. And I don't know. I think they forgot to pull him inside the car when they dragged him down from New York, wherever the hell he was, back to Florida, because it looks like he was dragged behind the car the entire time when he arrived. But they cleaned him up, took the sticker off his glasses, and set it in front of in front of his camera here. So he's looking a little better. Is what I'm trying to say. But I think we can put a stake in this guy. He is mentally just starting to spiral downwards to the point where, you know, what's the point of coming back at this point? Even if he wanted to, even if he thought he should, you know, it's just the mental and physical spiral downward is getting pretty obvious here. And he's abandoned the YouTube channel. His MMT bullshit with, predicting what was going to go where, when. Listen, I told you friggin' years and years and years ago that was bullshit and there was no evidence. And if you still believe that, then there is no hope for you. You can't see reality for what it is. But let's just do possibly one final video. I don't want to promise it's the last video, but it's looking like it should be here. He's just losing his mind. Let's listen to this one. This one's got a lot of likes, so you know there's some serious juice on this one. Let's have a listen.
Single institution in America right now is being infiltrated by Muslims, by Islamists who intend to fundamentally change our country, get rid of the Constitution, install Sharia law. This is no joke, folks. This is really happening.
Okay, so let's just cut in here. Holy smoke. Grab a napkin, wipe the crap off your face, because everyone is staring at this. Jesus, get your shit together. Take a look in the mirror or something before you hit the record. Yes, very serious times. Yeah. Listen, let's be clear about this. As I had mentioned before, the whole Islamic takeover of America is not a thing. But understand, it would be a thing. They would prefer it to be a thing. I fully understand that. They are, as I've said, a true, clear, and present danger to humanity at large. It is a shithole religion of the worst kind, because people have been kind of normalized by this. But you believe in the wrong God or no God, closer to the truth every time. They'll cut your fucking head off. Okay, 2026, they'll cut your fucking head off. I think sometimes we know that, and so it's kind of normalized, but think about that. They will kill you because you believe in the wrong God, or you don't, maybe the right God, but, the wrong beliefs, the wrong ideas, the wrong book. You're reading the wrong book, even though it's by the same author, supposedly. Not really, but you get what I'm saying. The underlying same trifecta disaster of Judaism, Christianity, and Islam. At least the two former aren't, slicing your fucking heads off with butter knives, which is why Islam is obviously a clear and present danger. But taking over America, they are not. Look at this genius. Raiders Soto. Yep. Obama started bringing them in, and Biden continued it. Of course. What would you expect from a MAGA Trump tard? I've been around a while. When did the Muslims take over the skies in America for a day? Just let me think back. Who was running the show then? And wasn't it Goober Jr.? I think it was Goober Jr. Take a look at what team he played for. I'm pretty sure it wasn't the same team of Obama and Biden. So unfortunately for, this and many dumb clowns, this type of bullshit the good news is you read something like that and this isn't a serious person. They watch Fox Entertainment all day long and their heads stuffed up their ass. Because this guy is claiming that America didn't have a Muslim issue until Obama. Yeah, just take a look at actual history and you'll see that's not the case. Unbelievable. And I'll go on I'll say one more thing here on this particular point. All these people, what they want to have happen is deport them, lock them up, evidently. Listen, half the people that he's been bitching about for the last month by name are American citizens. Where are you going to deport them to? And what would be the basis under the Constitution and rule of law, which, again, I will continue to point out, these fucking losers and clowns and children, because that's all they are, claim they wrap themselves in the American flag, they claim they love the institution and the country, and then as soon as something goes a little sideways, they want these people locked up, deported, and, well, fucking killed for all they care. It's a fact that they might not say the latter unless you maybe ramp them up a little bit or you get the wrong fucking clown on the wrong day. He's going to say it. He doesn't give a fuck. Why do you think these people don't care that ICE is running around killing American citizens? Let that sink in. Well, they don't care. It's not a thing. Why? Because it's not them. It's not their team. They don't give a fuck. They're the wrong Americans. These people, I don't want to call them racist because I don't think maybe it's a racist thing, but I don't look at this as racism, although there's obviously that flavor to it. I think what bothers me more is they're just, you know what, they're just fucking dumb. Just fucking dumb. They cannot see their own illogic. You cannot love the Constitution today for points A, B, and C and fucking hate it tomorrow because points D, E, and F aren't lining up with your personal fucking idea. By the way, where the hell, oh, come on. Are you telling me I can't see Crazy Diane here? My friggin' Walmart bag lady? She's all over. She's strapping still. She's waiting for the revolution. I'm going to get all these Americans out of America, I guess. Let's continue.
The spread of Islamism right now in this country is out of control. And they don't need to be in the majority. We are so divided as a country that it only takes a small amount of defections to the other side to fundamentally change politics in this country, basically forever. It's very hard. Once you get these people elected and they're in public office, it's almost impossible to remove them unless there's some clear example of criminality or something like that. But
a clear example of criminality. Well, buddy, it's been sitting on the top seat for a while, and he's not gone yet. Again, no one in America gives a flying fuck about the rule of law. Don't fucking tell me you do, because if you did, this fucking clown that you are supporting, when you claim you're all about the rule of law and the Constitution and wrapping yourself in this fucking worthless flag. This is what drives the shit out of people. When you look at nonsense like this and you see it for exactly what it is. What is he trying to do? You see him stumbling with his words again. And he's basically trying to find a way to not look like a fucking racist, because this is what it ends up looking like. How do you claim in the same breath, and I'm repeating myself, that you're a lover of the Constitution and your country, but when these people are legally elected, all of a sudden you don't like it? The chances of America being run by Muslims are, I'm going to put it at near fucking zero. This is a figment of this guy's imagination. And this is why we can put a stake in this guy, because he has lost all rationality.
If they've been duly elected to office, these Muslims, that's it. Once they're in, they're in. And the roles of Muslim candidates who are becoming successful in elections and achieving office, that is growing.
Again, it's crazy talk. Sure, you get a few milquetoast, Muslims in name only, almost slightly more than that, getting elected. Big fucking deal. Look at the fucking racists that have been constantly elected in the South. Look at the fucking people like Mitch McConnell as an example. You got to be the dumbest motherfucker on the planet for generations on end to keep electing a guy like that. What annoys the shit out of me, again, still, away from this Muslim religious shit, are the fucking reams and reams of Republican voters that will literally vote against their own interests. It is unbelievable. Why does America not have universal health care? Why do they not have a healthy social safety net? Well, because they keep voting for Republicans. Republicans, they can't believe their luck. They're in the pocket of corporations. This is corporate welfare that's going on in America to the nth degree. And they can't believe their luck. They don't even have to fight in the South for this ridiculous idea that you should get less and give corporations more. These people will just vote themselves into poverty en masse, which is what Republicans do. As I've always said, voters in general love to vote against their own best interests. Just in general, they do. But there's no greater example of that than Republican voters. Constantly voting against their own best interests. Can you imagine having longer, healthier lives with a better social safety net and healthcare that isn't going to bankrupt you or cost you so much you have to do without, which in turn shortens people's lives on the whole? This is what Republicans are voting against every time they cast the vote for a Republican. Anywhere. They're just fundamentally against their own interest. You got to shake your fucking head because it's all there in the numbers. Canada doesn't have better food. Canada doesn't have better air. What does Canada have? A means of not going fucking bankrupt and living in a fucking dirt shack your whole life, which shortens your life and ruins the health while you're alive. Canadians live years and years longer than Americans. There's a reason for that. It's because we don't have Republican type thinking in our country. It doesn't fucking wash. I think this is what drives most Canadians batshit. It isn't so much that you've elected a fucking clown and all the other stupid shit that's happened. That's the acute phase of stupidity like this. But it's the chronic dumb fuckery that goes on. People constantly voting against their own best interests, and we see it. And it just, yeah, you just got to shake your fucking head. This is why I think it's easy for me to be done, because these guys have crossed the line like you wouldn't believe. But let's just finish up, see what else, what other words of wisdom we can glean from a demented clown.
So we've crossed the line. I mean, unless some really, really decisive action is taken here, and I don't think it's going to happen from our political class. It's going to happen from the people, and we can't do that because we are, under laws and police, and can't just go out like rounding these people up. But
and that's what I mean. See him struggling with the words. Fucking laws getting in the way of killing each other, killing the fucking Americans I don't like. Fucking laws, fucking Constitution. You fucking morons. Good luck.